Hello guys, my name is Maria Andersen. Welcome to my channel. We talk about blockchain, crypto, money and investments here. Welcome to this podcast. You will guys learn a lot today because today I have a super special guest, my beloved Davinci. Davinci is a Bitcoin man, if I can say so. It's like, we have Superman, Spider-Man and Bitcoin man. Davinci, hello my dear. How are you today?
Hey, Maria Andersen, how you doing? I'm fine. I'm 5x5 as normal.
Oh, awesome, Davinci. You can call me now Shiba Inu Maria.
Oh boy.
No, I'm kidding. This is just, I'm usually wearing this Bitcoin hat, and today I'm wearing Shiba hat just because I love Shiba Inu today.
Yes, I like Shiba too.
Yeah? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it's going higher.
Okay, I know. We will talk about different altcoins and meme coins in a couple of minutes, I believe. So, Davinci,
Sure.
you know what I did? I asked my audience what they want me to ask you today.
Okay.
And this is so interesting. I want to show you.
Okay,
What do you think they want to know?
I don't know. I'm sure they want to know what asset they can buy that's going to make them a millionaire tomorrow.
Yeah. So I gave them like 3 different options. The first one was they want to know, for example, about millionaire mindset. The second one, they want to know about crypto trading. And the third one, they want to know, just tell me the next 100x coin.
Yeah, there you go.
And this is what they want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
So no one wants to know millionaire mindset or something like that.
It is what it is. So
What do you think about this?
Well, I mean, this is what crypto is all about. I mean, people understand that, Bitcoin is about, becoming money in one day. And money is, 50% of our economy. And, we need money in order to transact with other people in this world. So they look at it as an easy way to make money, but it's actually going to be the hard way to make money. Right?
Okay.
If you do make money easily, it will be the hard way. Why? Well, there's a saying, right? Fast money comes with slow problems, and slow money comes with fast problems. And the reason that is because if you get money really fast, you didn't learn all the lessons along the way that you would learn if you did it slowly. And so you're going to make all the mistakes that somebody who went through the process of making money slowly did and learned or picked up along the way because they heard somebody else do something incorrect and they didn't do it the same way. So you'll find yourself, for example, investing in projects that you should never invest in, and they take all your money.
It happens.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, even I've accidentally invested just today. I accidentally invested in the wrong project.
I saw your tweet. Oh my God.
So embarrassing. But at least I didn't lose a lot of money. It's just, I should have saw through it, right? I should have it was clear, right? But the problem was I was just in a zone because I was studying Blockdag.
Yeah.
And how it can be a better blockchain than the Bitcoin blockchain. And when I was actually writing up a paper on it and for myself. And then I decided to look up something on the internet. And then this website came up. And because my mind was like, oh yeah, this is great. I ended up investing into this project even because they had the white paper, they had everything, they knew what they were talking about. And then as soon as I hit the buy button, I realized, oh my God, what did I do?
So even you can get sad. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So sad.
Yes, I know.
That's why,
So-
Davinci, let's not listen to my followers. Let's talk about mindset today. Let's talk a little bit about mindset. And maybe then in the end of the podcast, like in 20 minutes, we will tell them the next 100x coin. Maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Well, mindset is more of fixing the only thing that you have 100% control over. It's your brain, right? You can decide how you feel. Don't let anybody say, no, I can't control my feelings. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Right? Every day, right, pretty much every day when I do my videos, I don't feel like doing them. But then once I just get into the zone, I change my mindset to actually do my videos.
Yeah.
Every day, I don't feel like getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask you, because the first story on Instagram I see every time I wake up at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. Like, I see your story when Davinci is running somewhere, I don't know, doing some exercises at 4:30 a.m.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And the first thing I had to do is my stretching exercise. And today I didn't want to do it, just like every other day.
Yeah.
And you just have to force yourself into doing them and change your mindset to saying, no, this is not something painful. This is something enjoyable. Yeah. And then once you get that, that into that rhythm, you'll see that, oh, this is not bad. This is good. I can have fun with this. And yeah. And once you have the positive mindset, whether it's, I think you should start with your daily tasks.
Yeah.
Right. With even your smallest tasks. Of like, I don't know, if you find anything annoying, like, cleaning up your toothbrushes and organizing it, like I did on one of my stories.
Yeah, I saw it.
If you find that tedious and boring, right, you have to do that. That's the kind of things so that you build the mindset that you're always going to build something better and become the best you can be at all times by doing even the small things just around your house at the best of your ability. So when I write in my journal, my handwriting's pretty much chicken scratch.
Your journal?
Yes, I have a journal.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And I started to realize, well, wait a second. Why is my handwriting chicken scratch? Because I'm just quickly writing.
Yeah.
So why can't I write properly? So I started to writing properly, right? And this, although it's a small task and it's a little bit tedious and it slows down my writing, I know that in the future that I will improve in ways that I could never have thought possible. And that improvement down the line will actually help me in ways that I could not have imagined. And so that's why I'm making these adjustments in my mental attitude every single day. And I don't have to. I'm rich.
Yeah. No, that's why I have a lot of questions about that. Like 8 questions I have about that.
So
you don't have to, and this is not your favorite thing to push yourself to do something. Yeah,
exactly.
You are not willing to wake up at 4:30 a.m. It's
honestly
not your favorite thing, to do.
Honestly, I have enough money to just stay in my bed all the time and not do anything.
Yeah, like lay like this.
Yeah,
give
whatever.
Me food,
yeah, give me food.
drinks.
Yeah. Let's go to the beach. Let's go partying. I could do that all the time, nonstop. But what value would that bring to my life?
So true.
None, right? What value would it bring to anyone else's life? None.
And people who are following you and watching you, because you also have a responsibility, I believe. And me, of course, I have much less followers, but we all have this responsibility to show our lifestyle and maybe to show them at least something that they would implement in their life that will change their lives for better.
Yeah, I think just basically changing your mindset is the one thing that you have 100% absolute control over. So whenever something bad comes into your mind, you say, no, that's not allowed in, right? Yeah. If you think negatively about anything, like for example, people do things that don't make any sense to you, and you're like, oof, you're an idiot. Oh, why have that negative thought? Say, well, I guess maybe I don't understand something. Have a positive mentality towards it instead. And you know what? The truth is, the quality of your life is dependent on your quality of your thoughts. Right?
100%, 100%.
Yeah, if you think positively about everything, even something negative, you'll have a positive life.
You can change it. Only you are responsible for everything that is happening in your life.
Exactly.
Sometimes I notice, not sometimes, all the time, I notice people blaming anything possible, like parents, governments, countries, I don't know, girlfriends, boyfriends, anything, anyone. They're blaming them in their own, like, life, bad life. Why this happening? Why people cannot just take the control of their own life, take the full responsibility?
Because television tells them that their lives are bad because of this, and then they feel comfortable about it. And so because they feel they can't do anything, so it's easy to feel, I guess I can't do anything about it, but that's why I can't. Well, instead of having that attitude, why don't you say, okay, well, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do in order to make this possible in my life, to make whatever I want possible in my life. And it doesn't have to be something grand like, millions of dollars. It could be like, I don't know, showing up on time. Right?
That's true.
That's
true.
That's something you have control over, even when there's massive traffic outside. I had one employee who was showing up late every single time, and he would always say, it's traffic. And I said, if you always blame the traffic, then you have zero control over anything. Everything that happens, you can blame everything on everything else, not yourself.
Yeah.
Right? And then he realized that. And so I said, you can always just wake up earlier and come in earlier. Right?
So true. This is so simple.
So simple, yeah.
But not so simple to understand for people. Why? So Davinci, you're 100% right. And I see also a lot of changes in yourself, in you, because we had a lot of podcasts in the past. And I remember I asked you a question like, Davinci, what's your biggest expenses per month? And it was like a couple of years ago or something. And you told me, my biggest expenses in a month, I spent like $40,000 per month on champagne.
Yeah.
This has changed.
Now
you don't do that.
Yeah, it changed a lot. It was actually $30,000, and I remember.
30.
And
but even $30,000 on champagne every month, Davinci.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty bad. I've made some changes.
Okay. Okay, so you don't spend that amount anymore on champagne.
No, actually, I don't drink pretty much at all.
Yeah,
so,
tell me about that.
So I stopped drinking, and I mean, I do have drinks here and there occasionally, but for the most part, I'm not drinking. So, for example, through Monday through Friday, I don't drink. Right? I'm like, I don't want to. I need to do my work. I need to wake up at 4:30. I can't be drinking and waking up early. It just doesn't work. So. That's my lifestyle, and that's what I want. And you know what? It makes me feel a lot better. Makes me feel a whole lot healthier.
I look better because you look much more better, Davinci. I would not say you look bad that time, a couple of years ago, but look at you now.
Exactly, and I'm feeling healthier too, and so it makes more sense not to drink. Yeah, you could drink here and there, but just don't overdo it, right? Maybe stay for a couple weeks without drinking, or a couple months. And then, if there's an occasion or something like that you have to go to, that's fine, right? But for the most part, you shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, true. So you don't drink a lot alcohol, you don't smoke at all, I know.
No, I used to smoke, actually.
Where?
Yes, for a very long time, I was smoking 60 cigarettes a day, 3 packs.
60 cigarettes a day? Oh my God.
3 packs a day. Yeah.
And you quit?
Yes, I quit. Yeah, here.
Because you wanted to
Yes, that was a tough one. I swear to God, every time I even think about cigarettes, I'm like, I don't want to go back there. That's just horrible. It's, you know what, honestly, it was a lot easier for me to quit because it was hard and easy at the same time, right? It was painful to smoke. And so what I would do in order to quell the pain was drink.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All the bad habits.
Exactly. Exactly. And so once I read this book called The Easy Way to Quit Smoking, it was like, easy peasy.
Okay, now we know. Now, guys, if you smoke and you want to quit, read this book, Easy Way to Quit Smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking is bad. Okay, and you also eat healthy food, because I also watch your stories sometimes, and you are, doing all those stories.
Yeah.
How you like vegetables now.
No, I don't like vegetables.
But you eat them.
Sometimes, not a lot.
Yeah, you are eating them, Davinci. You changed a lot.
Yeah, yes. Today I had risotto with let's see, salmon. So I should have taken a picture of it. It was really good.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Guys, go follow Davinci on Instagram if you're not following him yet. And watch his daily stories. Okay, Davinci. And this is also thanks to your fiance.
Yes, my fiance, Alexandra.
Beautiful soul.
Yes, she is. Yeah, we were separated for a week. She went to Germany for a little bit and then came back. And yeah, it was rough without her. So
Oh, you see? So actually, women can change men for better.
yes,
Maybe.
yes, I
Sometimes,
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
So,
I
you know,
agree,
my
because-
audience are mostly men, like 90% men in the age of like 25, 35 years. And most of them are single. Maybe you can give them some advice how to pick this right woman who can do better for you, how not to make a mistake, you know, picking.
Well, first off, the first mistake I made, which because I've studied books on how to get with women, and every single one started with one thing that I ignored over and over again until finally I decided to make a change.
Tell me.
It is improve yourself, forget women.
Oh.
Every single one of them. They said, don't bother. To improve yourself.
Just.
Yeah. And they will come to you. Right?
Okay.
But if you really want to, then it goes on to explaining, right, all kinds of things that you could read. You can go. There's lots of books out there. You can go find them, and lots of people who pickup artists who tell you what to do and stuff like that. But they all tell you the same thing. You can do it, but just improve yourself, and then it's all easy peasy after that.
Okay. So how to start? What's the first step?
The first step is to improve your health.
Yeah.
And exercise. Yeah. And you'll see yourself actually improve, and then you will be proud of yourself, and you automatically get confidence. Let's just say, for example, you're out there and you're depressed and sad. Well, if you wake up every day in the morning and exercise, and then you see the results after 30 days, just wait 30 days, you'll see that, wait a second, I'm no longer depressed.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, if you do this for 6 months, you get smarter. You feel more confident in yourself. You can do stronger. Yes. And you feel you could do anything. Yeah. Especially since, you know that you have to force yourself to do this. Then everything else comes easier. So that's the first tip I would suggest you do in your self-improvement goal, is to first, your physical and mental health is very important, but basically your food, actually your diet is also very important. Don't give up on the drinking, give up on eating out McDonald's and all that the fast food crap. Eat healthily, and watch what you're eating, and you'll see you'll be able to get your money up very easily, because with a healthy body, which is your vehicle, in which you navigate life, you can easily make money. Money is easy after that.
Yeah. You talk something similar like Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
What do you think about Andrew Tate, by the way?
Well, I think Andrew Tate has his style, right? His style is more of, you got to do this or else you got to watch out. You're going to die. They're coming for you kind of style. But it's everybody's style. And, what's his name? There's another person who does this, Peterson, Peterson.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yeah, I don't remember his first name. But anyways, he also has a different style, right? And he tells you the same kind of thing that Andrew Tate does, is just, in a different way. Right?
But the message is actually the
exactly,
same.
It is.
Okay, so talking about being rich and talking about millionaire mindset, there is a saying that poor people will only get poorer and rich people will only get richer. Why do you think it is so, and do you believe in this saying, especially in the current situation in the world?
Yes, I mean, our current world situation is that we have slavery, full slavery back, and we didn't even realize it. You're like, what?
Yeah.
How do you mean? Well, simple. If I can print money and I get it for free and you have to work for it, you're a slave. Pretty basic, right?
Yeah.
So
it is.
So So we have a system where certain people can get money for free. They do it through borrowing, right? And like Michael Saylor, he borrowed billions of dollars with 0% interest.
Yeah.
And where does that come from? It doesn't come from other people investing. It comes straight from a bank, which prints it out of nothing.
Yeah.
So that is how how the wealthy people enslave the rest of it. They can create money for free, and you have to work for it. And so that is our system of new age slavery. And this is why it keeps the poor person down, because as they create more and more money, you are not getting the same increase in wealth as they are. As maybe let's just say a basketball player works for his money.
Yeah.
Right? But they're getting the same increase as the amount of money that's being printed, whilst you are not. That's why you've seen a divergence, right, between ever since 1971, when we came off the gold standard. You got a divergence of those who, work inside of like sports, and people who work as regular jobs. The income of sports players have taken off, whilst everybody else has gone steady and like just slowly up, but they've taken off. And so this is because they are keeping up with inflation and you are not. That's just the way it is. And so you need to understand that and do something different in this current environment. You can't complain and say, this is horrible. This is not fair. Yeah, it's not fair, but it's the cards you've got. So now that you know that, you need to deal properly in this environment.
Change something.
Exactly.
Start from yourself.
Yeah, and it starts from yourself. If you haven't got nothing, you do have the ability to make yourself healthier, stronger, and then everything else will come after that. You'll find a way. You just need to decide on where you want to go. Look at videos, because everybody has internet. If you're watching this right now, you have internet access.
Yeah.
So you could decide where you want to go and then find research on how to get there. Because trust me, that's what I did this morning. I wanted to do pull-ups, right? Learn how to do pull-ups, because I've never done them before. Okay. I did some pull-ups. I tried to do a pull-up and I can't. So I know that I have to start somewhere. So I went and found somebody else who can who would explain how I would start off by doing basic things in order to get to the point of actually doing a pull-up. Yeah. And so you have to start somewhere. And you know what? I'm starting at 0, right? And
this is fine, right?
Exactly. And I'm fine with that, right? I know that if I consistently work at it, I will get to the point where I can do a pull-up. And the same goes with your wealth, right?
Yeah.
You decide on where you want to go, right? Yes, you're starting at 0. And, find out someone else who's started at 0 and what they've done and see if that resonates with you.
Yeah, sure.
And then do the same thing. If it doesn't resonate with you, then find something else. Because there's lots of ways to skin a cat when it comes to wealth.
Of course, and especially you have internet now. You have access to everything.
Exactly.
And this stupidest thing you can do is just ask what the next 100, 1000x coin.
Yeah. Let's just pretend I gave you the next 100x coin and you put, I don't know, $10,000 and then you made, $1 million, right? It would be gone, right? By next year.
Yeah, so true. You have to start from your mindset. But if you're watching this podcast, you're already doing great. That's why Davinci, thank you so much, because you're giving this free knowledge to thousands, millions of people. Maybe this podcast will gain like millions of views in a couple of years. Who knows? The same as your video from 2011 did.
Maybe. But I mean, this is all information that's available for everybody to find out themselves. I mean, it's not like I'm telling you anything that I didn't learn from books and videos and so forth and over the last few years in order to improve myself. So it is all there for you to learn. If you want to get it, you just have to go out and look for it and you'll find it.
Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, guys. Okay, Davinci, I have one interesting question about the future. So let's say we're in 2040 year now.
Mhm.
It's in the future, kind of.
2040.
2040, yeah. So, and everything is so good. No wars in the world. Everything is so cool. Everyone is so rich and happy and healthy. Tell me what we did right in 2024 that brought us to that wonderful future. Can you kind of, go in the future a little bit from our matrix? What did we do right?
I mean, here's the thing. It's not always cut and dry to get from where we are now to where we're going to go in this positive future. Because in any kind of road that you travel, are going to be roadblocks. There's going to be hills. There's going to be mountains. And so you don't know those mountains are there, but they're out there. Mm-hmm. And so when you're going in the straight line, you notice you come across a mountain, so you have to go around that. And so we can't really see what path we're going to take to get to that specific endpoint, because the mountains that are ahead of us are unknown. And so we have to wait and see. The government will probably put some mountain blocks in our way, and we'll just have to go around them. And we don't know how we'll go around them. And then when we do go around them, we might invent something that's absolutely spectacular.
Like Bitcoin.
Exactly. Exactly.
We already have it.
Exactly. And Bitcoin, it came out of the fact that, the government allowed banks to print money and, lend it to people. And so that is why Bitcoin exists, is because, Satoshi got upset that, people got a bailout through the printed money.
Yeah. So do you recommend to read Bitcoin white paper, everyone?
Yes, I think you can read it. It's a very easy read. It's very simple, straightforward white paper. I mean, I've seen other white papers, like, for example, the Lightning white paper. It is absolutely ridiculous.
So bad?
Yes, it's very bad.
Why is it bad? I don't know. What happened?
Because you would need a PhD.
Oh my God. This is very good.
In mathematics to follow that.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. PhD in mathematics. Because I had to go back and research this particular mathematical formula, that particular mathematical, and it was ridiculous. It was not even necessary to be written in the white paper. It's just for obfuscation, and I don't know what they're trying to obfuscate. Honestly, it got me a little concerned, right, with the fact that it was just way too complicated when it didn't have to. Maybe somebody was just overzealous. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, talking about Bitcoin, what do you think about this hype now around Bitcoin NFTs?
Well, the Bitcoin NFTs is, novel because unlike the Ethereum NFTs, a Bitcoin NFT is a permanent record, and it can be stored on the blockchain itself. Okay. Whilst most NFTs on Ethereum are not stored on the blockchain. Now, although if you modified the NFT, the image and the record on Ethereum won't match because it's a hash, right? Most of them have a hash connecting itself to the actual image. Mm-hmm. So any modification of the image will not match with the hash of the key that you have. Okay. So it really has to be the same. But the fact that NFTs are permanent record, and Ethereum can be shut down. If the government decided to sign in a law, we're shutting down all the nodes. That's it. Ethereum's done. Okay. They can, if you don't believe that, just remember, anyone caught money laundering, no matter where they are in the world, they will send the SWAT team after you with guns blazing, breaking you down the door and all kind of nonsense. Now, if they just have to go after 21 people to do the same thing for Ethereum, and that's it.
It's
Ethereum's
way too
gone.
centralized.
That's it. That's it. You can't do that with Bitcoin.
So do you like the idea of Bitcoin NFTs or not?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It's just that, it will get too expensive.
Yeah.
Eventually, and it will not be worth the value of owning them, because nobody will be able to afford to trade them or send them to somebody else, the average person at least. And so only people at the top will be able to trade these assets eventually, because the Bitcoin network has a limited capacity for transactions. So it should remain that way. The reason why, and you're like, why? It has to be bigger. The reason why is because computers grow at an exponential rate, meaning that according to Moore's law, every 18 months, a computer's speed and space, and disk space, doubles. So whilst Bitcoin block size is fixed, it'll stay in a small size for a very, very long time. And then eventually, as we grow to petabytes of data, eventually the whole Bitcoin node can run on your phone.
Cool.
Right now it can. If you have the latest, like the highest iPhone or highest Android, technically it can run on your phone. It'd use up half the space, but it could do that. And so can you imagine when we are at even 10 terabytes on our phone?
Yeah.
Right? And Bitcoin is only taking up 1 terabyte of that phone. Right? Do you see the point? So now it becomes even that much harder to stop. Or wait, even better yet, one of the things we have is TCP/IP. It's a protocol that's the underlying protocol for the whole internet. It was considered slow, considered we couldn't do video over it, we couldn't do audio over it.
Yeah. Now.
Oh, is you watching this right now? That's right.
Look at us now. Yeah.
Exactly. So, so that's an example of how a protocol, because it's just same as Bitcoin, can be upgraded without damaging it. And now that protocol TCP/IP is embedded on every switch and every device around the world, and even in space. And even though they've upgraded it already, and it's still resistant to its upgrade. So, for example, every computer and every phone and every switch can support IP6. That's what the new upgrade is.
Okay.
But nobody has it on. Nobody uses it. And every single system can use that upgraded version, and nobody does. So that's an example of how strong a protocol can remain, and even when we have something better.
Wow.
Right?
Such an amazing technology.
Exactly. Yeah, the protocols stick around for a very, very, very long time, especially when they've been well programmed like Bitcoin has. And I think the simplicity of Bitcoin without a virtual machine and a contract-based system where it has Turing complete application, because it was in the code, original code. Satoshi originally designed it similar to Ethereum, but then he pulled it out, which is the smartest move he ever did, because that actually makes it much simpler and easier to debug, and there's no more issues of like, oh, is this going to break in some special way that we don't know in the future? No, that's never going to happen, because it's just every transaction is just a simple mathematical equation, right? A whole bunch of complex math, but it's just math, right? In order to determine yes, send it, or no, not send it. That's it.
So Bitcoin can't be hacked.
Exactly. It can't be hacked because of other reasons, because of the way Satoshi also designed the use of sending transactions and receiving transactions. So that the address that you receive is not your public key, right? Yeah. The way it works is there's a public key and private key. The public key proves that your signature is valid. Yeah. Right. So when you sign money, when I sign money over to you, I have to provide my public key, which will verify my signature. Yeah. That I did sign it over to you. And so when the encryption is cracked, right, which it will eventually, because Satoshi knew this, and every single cryptographer knows this. All encryption gets broken eventually. He placed the public key inside a hash of is the hash of the address. So basically, A hash is a one-way encryption, meaning that you cannot go back and get the public key. You can only go forward and get the hash. So you know that this public key matches this address. That's all you know. You don't know, you can't take the address and come back with the public key. And because if you use a new address every single time you transfer Bitcoins, even when the encryption is broken, nobody's taking your Bitcoin. No one. Your Bitcoins are safe. I know, exactly. It's ingenious. So yeah, and he designed it so that the encryption can be modified, and it has been modified already. Bitcoin has upgraded to Schnorr signatures. It's a new type of encryption for Bitcoin.
Yeah, you guys can Google it if you want. Yeah. So Davinci, and what will happen when all the Bitcoin will be mined?
Well, nothing. There will just be fees, basically.
And that's it.
Transaction fees. Basically, the miners will receive transaction fees. The real question would be, what would happen if energy is free?
What?
Think about that for a second.
No, it's not possible.
Yes, it is, because energy is everywhere.
So you think
Energy-
it's kind of what, from the sun? And
Energy is everywhere, not just from the sun. I mean, the gravity is energy.
Yeah.
The air moving is energy. The water moving is energy, right? Everything. There's like neutrinos passing through here that we don't even see.
Yeah, true.
There's so much energy around. It's not funny.
But how is possible?
Right.
How it can be free?
Because all it is, the fact that you just need a system of converting it to something else that you can use. Because there's lots of energy everywhere. The only issue is, how do we convert it into something we can use? So if we can find a way to convert it to something we can use for free. So for example, they've hypothesized that the pyramids used to provide energy for everybody for free, broadcast energy. And then you just, you could use it they had lights, lanterns that just lit up because they received the energy directly from, they had, same Tesla came up with something similar like that in the 1900s. And so, energy can be free. It's just, if it is free in our current financial system, it would be an absolute disaster. Why? It's because the money only has value when you have stuff you can buy. So if you get rid of the main thing that you buy, which is energy, the value of the money will drop significantly. So they can't have that happen. That's why you hear stories about, cars running on water, getting, the people who made the invention, they disappear and stuff like that, or get bought out, and just, there's all kinds of stories about that. So, because if energy is free, there is a problem with our current financial system. It is the most used use case for the money. In fact, you all know what the petrodollar is all about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I digress.
Okay, but in the near future, what will happen to dollar? What do you think?
Well, I think the dollar will slowly decline for a long time, but then eventually will disappear. We will have fair and honest money. And when we do have fair and honest money, we'll have a renaissance in humanity, because now, like you said, there'll be less wars, right? I think because without the ability to create free money, governments can't go to war.
That's true.
Because can you imagine, right, if the United States people got a bill for all the wars that they had, they would be like, no. No. Right? Instead, they printed money and they didn't see that their wealth was stolen from them, right?
Yeah.
And
They don't see it now.
they don't see the bill, right? They can't feel it. They kind of feel it, but they don't really see it as a physical thing where, give me this money for fighting over there or else, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like that. Because if it was that, they would be like, no.
No. Of course. Yeah. I believe people are still smart.
Yes, exactly. So, nobody wants to hand over money for some stupid war, right? And so,
Yeah. So
when we have Bitcoin is money, life will be completely different. And we've seen throughout history. Whenever you switch to hard money, we have a renaissance, and many times we've done that. And this is even the United States was built on the fact that only gold and silver was money, and that caused this economic boom in the United States when the money was fair and honest.
Yeah, I hope Bitcoin can fix it in the near future. I hope. Okay, yeah, Davinci, we had such a deep conversation about mindset, about everything. And okay, I think it's time to ask you the last question. What is the next 100x meme coin or coin?
I have it. Why don't you come a little bit closer? Come look at this little camera. I'm going to whisper, Waffles coin.
Oh, Waffles coin! I heard about it. I actually even know this person. I would say not person, this cat who created this coin. But yeah, nobody knows who created this coin, right?
Well, I do know them. They gave me their ID and stuff like that. I'm going to make sure that it was not a rug pull or anything like that, and I took a lot of the supply off the market. So, yeah, no, it's not a rug pull. It's going to be a real meme coin. So, if you guys want to invest, it's up to you. I mean, it is a meme coin, so just remember that.
Yeah.
I will try to make it have some sort of fundamental, but only if it moves to above. If it gets above 100 million market cap, then you know what we'll get to, and I'll meet with the creators, and then we'll all pool our funds together and work towards actually building something fundamental, a actual real product in the crypto space that will help people thanks to the investors of Waffles, and we will somehow reward them.
Wow, I'm so excited. Maybe we will have even like Waffles cards, Waffles debit cards to pay for stuff.
I don't know about that, but but I think we'll probably go with some sort of cool product that will require Waffles in order to use. So yeah.
Okay, Davinci, let's do next podcast with Waffles to bring here.
She's not a good cat to travel. She doesn't like traveling.
Okay, thank you so much, Davinci, for today's podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You enjoyed the podcast, you made some notes, and you learned a lot. Thank you, Davinci.
Cheers.